I download my photographs into Adobe Bridge, and then I choose the picture that I want to work on. I'm working on this one tonight. Right click, and open with Photoshop. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to straighten this because it's been taken in a hurry and it's crooked. So I'm going to go up here to the crop tool, and I want, it's unconstrained at the moment, but I'm going to make it 1920 by 1080, which is just perfect. That fits there quite nicely, but this is crooked. When I press down there, I can turn this around, and I'm trying to get these poles straight, and then the picture will be straight. Everything's still in it, so that's it. And now I double click, and there it is, straightened. Now I go to the enlarge tool and I make it a little bigger to work on. Now I'm going to get rid of some of this rubbish that's in the background and this thing along here. So I'll go to the clone tool, and I'll just go down here and rub it out. This is a marvellous tool. I hold down the Alt key or the Option key, if you're going to a different spot, you have to hold down the Option key to choose that section to bring down here. Yeah. I can choose here. Some of these things get a little tricky when you're getting close to the foot. So I'll bring the circle down smaller. Come in around the, because he does have a brown. Patience is needed for this job. I'm still choosing an area that I want to put down here, so I can't get any of the horse's leg in there, or it'll appear down here as well. I just drag along there like that. Marvellous. Fantastic tool, this one. This is the clone tool. Comes in very handy. I can get rid of that there too. You really want the horse to stand out. Come up there. I'm going to come down here, across there, get rid of that little bit. I'll get rid of this highlight just there, we don't need that there. This is distracting. So still using the hold down the Alt key or Option key. Choose the area that you want to pick up and replace down here. Again. Make it a little bit bigger. Now from here, make it smaller now, the circle. And just get this bit of blue down here. Anything that takes your eye away from the subject really is what you need to get rid of. I quite like doing this job because it makes the picture look so much better. Whilst it is tedious. I'll get rid of this white post here. It's quite distracting. It's amazing when you take them out as to how much better you're looking more at the subject rather than all these other lines and posts and whatever they are. This one here's on an angle which is distracting, so we get rid of that too. It's quite simple, a little time consuming, but makes a lot of difference to a photograph. Now when you've got a colour that's like here, you need to get that middle of the square right on the colour that you want to take across and come down with. Otherwise you're going to end up with grey if you have it too high on the grey. Now the other thing that really annoys me is this white thing over here, this white notice board. So we'll get rid of that. Make it cream like the rest of the building. No one will notice the difference. But it is distracting to have it there in this particular photo. Pick that up there and bring that down. Obviously a post or something. And then this here, line can come across to there. Perfect. Really, there's a lot more you could do to this. But time being of the essence, we shall just take this one out. If you move it across like this, keep your line straight. Right, then you can come down. Just that little bit there. Now there's something blue down here. I don't know what it is, but we'll put some green over that. And this white blob over here, the sign obviously, we'll take it out too because that catches your eye. You really want all the attention to be on the horse. These lines here you can take out if you feel the urge, but not terribly necessary in this. They're not distracting, but that's enough for them. Now there's a red car here and don't really want that in the picture, so we bring that down here. Just checking over here what's there and pick that colour up and bring it across. And the tail will continue down here. And then we'll put this green in here. Get rid of this black blob, whatever it is. And that looks quite authentic. Okay. Now we could take this out, but it's part of his bridle actually. So we'll leave that there. Okay. Then I go to Image, Adjust, Shadow Highlight. And I'll make it a bit lighter. And the highlights I'll make darker. And the mid-tones, I don't want those darker, I want those lighter because the horse's head is too dark. So we'll bring that back. And image adjustments, hue and saturation. This gets a bit of colour to the, oops, too much, not very much there. Just a little bit of green. Really, I don't use the hue very often. And then the lightness. That so that that background isn't quite so pale. Okay. Image, adjustments, brightness, contrast. Make it a little bit brighter. We don't need a lot of brightness on there. And the contrast can come back a little. Like that, because I'm having trouble with this horse being so dark. So a little less contrast is better. And then I'd really like to burn in here, because getting the horse this light so that we can see him, we've now lightened this here too much. So I'll just go to the burn tool for this. Make it quite large. I'm going to use the burn tool now because the background to me seems a little pale, but I have to have it that pale so that the horse isn't too dark. So I'll burn it in, just like that, just make it a little darker, and even that house can come down a little so that it's not so distracting. You want all the attention to be on the horse. And that's fine. Now the horse's head is very dark compared to the rear end. So we'll go to the dodge tool and we'll just dodge his face just a little bit. Get his ear so that you can see it. And even down the front here a little bit. This being an overcast day, it's not easy to get the colours you want. There we go. And I will dodge the rider's face just a little. There. I go to filter and sharpen and then unsharp mask. And then I have this panel here and I can make it sharper. And you just have to do that by eye, really. This photograph wasn't really tack sharp in the first place, but that's plenty. That's 28. Okay. Now, I think I'm finished. Go to File, Save As, and I keep the same number and just put an A after that. A, and say Save. Okay. File, Close. And we're finished that one. So that's the fixed up one. And that's the original. Which do you prefer? I prefer this one. Go back again. Just have a look at the shadows. See, now you can actually see the horse's face.